to MI6. I need you to track a Humvee through the streets of St. Petersburg. It's the one being chased by a tank.
I'll plot a course to intercept. Follow your objective marker.
Got it.
Hello and welcome to 60 Second Gamer. Today the game in question is Goldeneye for the Wii, which is in essence it's a reimagining of the film starring Pierce Brosnan, but the game now actually stars Daniel Craig. So they've retconned Pierce Brosnan out of continuity and done a new game that's inspired by Goldeneye the film.
Is it dark and gritty?
It's dark and gritty, and it has a couple of similar plot beats to the film, but for the most part, it's just like taking the general concept of what happened in the film and then going off on its own little direction. So it takes little bits of it, but doesn't copy it wholesale. So it's it came out for the Wii and the Nintendo DS, rather strangely, but I've not played that version. And
the DS version is shite.
Sounds a good chance. And the Wii version, it's quite interesting in that the game, most of the game's marketing is based on the fact that it's bringing 4-player split-screen multiplayer back to home consoles. Because obviously most games these days are all on the internet.
Putting it up the multiplayer online.
Yeah.
Market.
And so, I mean,
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
the only reason why that's actually of any interest, the split screen stuff, is because Nintendo have so thoroughly destroyed the whole online market that's available to them.
Yeah.
Friend codes and all of that nonsense. Just a lot of extra hassle for not much extra benefit.
A load of bullshit.
Yeah, so you've got a single player mode that is a new story inspired by the movie Goldeneye. Daniel Craig stars in it, and some chap who looks nothing at all like Sean Bean. And sounds nothing at all like him as well. He's very Queen's English.
I don't think he's supposed to be.
No, he's not supposed to be short.
No.
He is the same character, but he's not supposed to have...
It's different.
None of it at all is supposed to emulate the...
It's like Phoenix later, whatever his name was. He's now
Felix Leiter.
Yes, he's now a black man.
A chocolate man.
Yes. Oh.
Indeed.
Oh, there was no need for that. Well, possibly.
Potentially.
Daniel Craig's a chocolate man. Because he's white chocolate.
What we need is a great big melting pot. So yeah, you've got...
Chinky.
it's a race of people and a food. Chinese. Hey,
you're right.
Yeah, quoting Partridge, probably not.
We're going to get so much trouble.
Yeah, it's anyway. Goldeneye on the Wii. You've got Daniel Craig taking on the role of James Bond, and it does just essentially take plot beats from the original film. So you've got the dam, you've got the library, you've got the tank chase.
Oh, they couldn't leave that.
But not Zarkov, that's from Flash Gordon.
Yes.
Robbie Coltrane's character.
Him.
It's,
Yeah.
Oh, bloody Nora. We had this before when we were doing The World Is Not Enough. And
Yeah.
I forgot his name again.
Whatever his name is.
Tarkovsky.
Tarkovsky.
There you go. I say you laughed so
Tarkovsky.
far off.
Yeah. Tarkovsky. He is in it, but he's not fat. He's not Robbie Coltrane. He's this slim chap.
Oh.
And he's wiped out the story rather quickly. Spoilers.
But he's supposed to survive to be in a future film.
Yeah, but it's not in canon, is it?
They've retconned it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's this like nightclub owner who used to have ties with the Russian underground and this, that, and the other, and he's not in the story very long at all. And there's a really bad bit that's set in his nightclub where you've got to find the agent that will introduce you to Tarkovsky, and you've just got to walk around. You've got all these cardboard cutouts of people dancing, and you've got your smartphone out. Other smartphones are available, but you've got your phone out, and you've got to do a facial recognition scan on everybody in the club until you find the person that you're after. So that was...
They use a smartphone in Bloodstone.
Yeah, that was a bit pants. One thing that we didn't mention in the Goldeneye N64 review was the health, which is a bar down the left-hand side, and you've got your shield down the right-hand side. In this game, rather than a health bar, it does the Call of Duty style method of health.
The redder the
So,
screen goes.
Yeah, the screen gradually goes red, and you have to get into cover, and then it regenerates, and you can pop back up and start popping bad guys. AI-wise, they are quite smart, although they're not on the level of Uncharted. The game is borderline unplayable using the native Wii control, so I'd recommend plugging it in with a control pad.
Which is ironic.
When we
This says a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, it's compatible with the Wii Zapper.
The Wii
which
Zapper was
is
hideous.
which is supposed to make it realistic, like holding a gun.
Yeah.
But if you buy the special edition version of Goldeneye, Wii version,
Comes with a controller.
Yeah, it comes with the control pad. That's just saying we fucked up.
Yeah.
Here's how it should be played.
Yeah. I mean, I actually played it with my
Can you play with the GameCube pad?
my GameCube pad because it's still compatible with that. One of like the 2 games in my collection that is compatible with the GameCube pad, and it played fine. It's really easy to play on that.
I think when we did 4-player that once,
Yeah.
I was on the GameCube pad and I
You're on
just
the
whooped
pad.
everyone.
Yeah, and then I was trying to do it with the Zapper, and it just wasn't working. What are you looking at?
Sorry, I've just noticed that not only is it written by Bruce
Firestein or Firestein?
something like that, who also in turn wrote the original Goldeneye film, and I think he was involved in every Pierce Brosnan film apart from Die Another Day, I think.
Yeah.
But David Arnold, the film series' composer, was also involved, which it can't be rehashed stuff from the film because Eric Serra did the score from the film and it was terrible. Which is why David Arnold was brought in for subsequent films and he's done a very good job.
Yeah.
So that would be why the score was very good from what I heard when you watched some stuff earlier.
Well, talking of the score, I'm not keen on the opening music. So I thought when they did it, they used the Tina Turner version, but no, it's Nicole Scherzinger.
That is shite.
Goldeneye,
She cannot sing.
No. The only thing she's good at is looking pretty,
Yeah,
and that's about it.
but she just utterly murders it. I can just imagine if The Edge and Bono were dead, which they're not.
Or Tina Turner.
Or Tina Turner.
They'd be spinning in their
Thankfully.
graves.
Yeah, they're probably spinning on the spot every time they hear it.
You
to be
spin
honest.
me
Right round, baby, right?
Yeah.
But it's
That's
just...
dead or alive. So
Yeah, it just... what did they do to it? They took Tina's song and raped it nastily.
Yeah, I mean it's
That's what they did to it. That fart, if you can hear that on the podcast.
probably.
I hope so.
But yeah, for the most part, I mean, it's essentially the same as the original game, but they've sort of rebooted it. I mean, it's quite a solid game, to be honest. It's not.
Oh, I apologise if that registers. It smells a little bit.
I'll let you know if it does, but it's not. Richard's dead. It's not a hideously bad game. It plays quite well.
It doesn't look a hideous.
It looks quite good. It's got the difficulty levels against
I've
Agent.
got to say,
Double Agent.
from what I saw of it, it looks fairly good for,
it's
for
pretty
a
good.
Wii game.
Yeah, I mean, my only complaint is some of the levels are really quite short. So I mean, you probably finish the campaign in about 6 hours.
Yeah.
And some of the AI is a bit silly, but I mean, there are some bits where you've got to sneak through as opposed to just blasting your way through, and so those bits aren't too bad. So you'll basically crouch down and work your way through and work out, the route of the guards and everything. So those bits are done quite nicely. Yeah. But it's I've forgotten the point I was going to make.
I have no idea.
It's quite a nice game, but like I said, it's not going to take you very long at all to actually do. I mean, I finished it in 7 hours, I think. So this is one of those games where I have actually finished it. And it didn't take me very long.
And there's
at all.
not many of them.
No, there's about 6, I think, ever. I'm getting better.
He's getting better.
I'm getting better. It's easy enough to play through. There's some nice little touches. The AI in places is quite good. In others, it's shockingly bad because once you get to the final showdown with Trevelyan on the Sky Cradle, he follows the same route because it's 2 levels inside this little operation centre, and he follows the same pattern over and over. So you shoot him at the top, he runs down, he leaps out the window, jumps downstairs, and whilst he's in cover, he won't move from cover until he's taken a set amount of damage. And so
does he fight back?
Yeah, he fights back.
Oh,
he starts shooting at you, but he doesn't always shoot at you. So he's in cover, sort of going, ha ha ha, I'm in cover. You just go outside, go to the balcony above him, and you shoot him from behind. Can't miss it.
Like a Nazi.
Yeah,
And it
it's like-
worked.
Ridiculous. So I mean, that's my only gripe is that the final boss battle was a little bit too easy, and they threw all these weapons at you, and it's like, well, they're all not very good. So I sort of kept with the weapon I had in the first place. But yeah, it does sort of branch out off on its own, but it just seems a bit of a shame that that they sort of got rid of Pierce Brosnan and they just thought, oh, let's turn it to Daniel Craig.
I mean, they
Judi
could have
Dench. Judi Dench is back on the voice duties.
Yeah,
as
she
well,
does
so-
seem to be like actually appearing in Bond
Yeah.
games.
Probably
now.
bored.
Probably.
Ah.
Well,
You just stab
She,
yourself.
yeah, how did I miss the pen lid?
I've done that before.
She has had quite a long gap in between the truly diabolical Quantum of Solace and the new film that they've recently started.
Yeah.
So, not to put a date on this or anything. But,
And she is getting old now,
yeah.
so she probably needs to get some money in the coffers
Yeah, get some...
additionally to what she's already got.
yeah, bless her. But she's going to live forever. She's one of the immortals.
Like Christopher Lee.
And Margaret
Yeah.
Thatcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's all the blood of young virgins they drink. That's what it is.
yeah. But it's quite nice to see her cropping up in places. It's quite nice to see the fact that Daniel Craig actually does all his own voice work. as
Yeah.
well, which
Yeah,
is
it's nice that they've got the actual cast
Yeah.
to
Yeah, because I
reprise
mean,
the roles.
that's a nice thing I like about Bloodstone as well. Although Dame Judi Dench looks nothing like her actual self in the game, but it's nice.
It's
to have-
actually voiced by her.
yeah,
Yeah,
and Daniel Craig, he looks a little bit iffy as well, but
Mm.
they actually, it's their voices which makes you forget about
Yeah.
that quite nicely.
I mean, this game scores 81% on Metacritic,
Oh,
so
wow,
it's
that's
not
good.
not too bad.
I mean, it makes me almost sad that my sister sold her Wii and didn't sell it to me because she
Yeah.
couldn't wait for the money. You knave! Because she will probably never listen to this.
Yeah,
so
because I mean,
can
you'd be welcome to borrow it now.
Yeah, I'd buy
So I
it.
finished it.
I'd actually go out and buy it and play it. And there's a few games
I mean,
on the Wii, but
My
the cow bag sold it.
yeah. I might as well wait for the Wii 2 now,
Oh,
or not. Yeah, they haven't announced
Don't they
anything.
call
yet.
it a Wii too?
Yeah.
I hope not.
I don't think so.
Maybe
Perhaps they'll call it the Wii with 3 eyes.
As if you're going down a slide. Yeah.
Have you bought the Wii?
Is that the first one or the second one? The second one. It's got 5 eyes.
Sound like the weed from Bill and Ben.
So
Oh dear.
it's blah blah blah.
Is it?
Well, the backstory involving Lienz Cossack, because basically that was the backstory of Trevelyan in the original one. If that was the story in this one, it would make him 71 years old in 2010. So apparently Rory Kinnear reprises his role from Quantum of Solace as Bill Tanner.
Yeah.
Interesting. He
I
talks to you.
wasn't aware Tanner was actually in this,
Yeah.
although he's in Bloodstone, but I didn't know he was in Quantum of Solace.
Yeah, I mean it's a good solid modern shooter. I mean it's not nothing that breaks the
Breaks
wheel.
ice.
Yeah, it's nothing that we haven't seen.
Little known fact, saying breaks the ice. A working title for the past 5 Bond films, or a possible title, was actually Icebreaker.
Ah,
Little known knowledge for you there.
Let's hope they
Indeed.
don't actually call it that.
yeah.
No,
That'd be,
it was going to be called that. I
that'd be
think several
silly.
of- Several of them were. I think Casino Royale was the only one that wasn't, and then they went back to the norm with Quantum of Solace.
Yeah.
He was one of the other ones. But there you go.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a good solid game. Well worth picking up if you have a Wii, which I think pretty much everyone does as their second console. But don't let the fact that it's on the Wii put you off, because it's actually quite a solid sort of adult first-person shooter. And it's not doesn't sort of fit in with Nintendo's usual sort of kiddie-based image, which they seem to have garnered over the last few years. But it's
Which
well,
is a pity.
yeah, it is. But maybe they'll make reparations with that with their next console. But it's well worth your time if you have a Wii, and yeah, love it. Great game. And I finished it, so it must have been good.
Yeah. It's always a good sign.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to add?
I need the toilet.
Well, you can go to the toilet.
Yes,
in a second.
Thanks.
Daniel Craig.
Before I've even finished the
yeah,
podcast,
he's gone.
off.
He's disappeared. He left a breeze when he disappeared. He went that quick.
Already gone.
Yeah.
So, go on.
I haven't said my bit.
Yeah, go on.
You're shunting me out the way.
I thought you'd finished. I don't
No,
apologise.
I hadn't even started.
Go on.
Daniel Craig, I don't care what anyone says. You can all go fuck yourself. Those of you who don't like the fact, just because he's got blonde hair is ace.
It's
as James Bond.
Roger Moore is technically blonde.
Well, there you go. See, what's everyone making such a bloody fuss about?
I
Craig,
don't
just
know.
because he didn't dye his hair, is ace. That's obviously shows because they decided to remake Goldeneye with him in it.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Why not?
I will even admit he's almost on par with my favourite Bond, which was Brosnan. And they've shafted him out the way for this one. So
Indeed.
there you go.
It's well worth giving a go. I mean, if you do get a Wii, then you're welcome to try out my copy or buy it yourself if you so desire. But
One of the two.
the offer is there. No.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you for listening if you have been. If you'd like to get in touch, send an email to info@randomstoke.com and we'll get back to you as quickly as possible. So thank you for listening if you have been, and we will see you next time. Goodbye for now.